happiest gang. Love to talk all day. Don't know what we are saying on the League of Ridiculous Conversation.
Yeah.
Well.
Are we still not cursing?
No, we can curse all the fuck we want.
Yeah! Fuck yeah!
Oh, I'm not going to.
Fine. Fuck you then.
What's your fucking mouth?
I was trying to come up with something and I couldn't. For like something October, but I couldn't think of any O's. No swear September.
I've tried to kind of think about it, but I've had a lot of other shit to deal with.
Like I thought I had like a small thought of it earlier of like.
Well, like normal octave October.
No, it was.
So you don't get too loud.
Nobody can redline the microphone.
Oh, wow.
You just did.
I did? How?
You did.
You laughed too hard.
You redline constantly.
Oh.
When?
Wow.
Why would you be louder?
Because I don't see a red line.
You keep hitting it.
It just shows up only briefly.
Yeah, it's just for a second.
Yeah.
As you can kind of see when I'm projecting a little more, you can get a little bit of red in there.
Oh.
And then if you start yelling, then it really shows up.
Yeah.
Again, Steph has only 2 volumes.
Yeah.
Yelling and shouting.
Yelling and shouting. Or I'm too quiet.
Oh.
Too quiet where you don't know what I'm saying.
Well, that's when you're recharging.
Yeah.
To yell louder.
I really talk right now. I can't talk right now.
You don't have to do that
sorry.
right now.
That wasn't necessary.
Sorry, that's what I meant. I got excited.
It's like the opposite of a stage whisper. You can sound like you're being really loud, but not actually be very loud.
I can sound like I'm being really loud.
Wait, is this you whispering now?
No.
I don't know. Stage whispering. I don't know.
Turned into an ASMR show.
We did
Every second or
episode.
third one has
Every episode, someone says something.
Bit. I don't know. I think it's something about having the mic itself, and especially when you can hear yourself.
Right.
Everyone kind of will slip into it. I think it's just to experience it for themselves.
Steph is trying it right now.
You okay in there?
Yeah.
Okay, now I can. Wait, no.
Oh.
Yes. I can hear me. Dude, I'm hyper. I think the monster really hit me.
How deep are you into that monster?
I was like, have you tried this one?
I don't know. Is that the same one that you had?
It tastes like apple Jello.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Yeah, you because I am not a Monster fan. But I think I had to take a bunch of beans, and I was at a drink.
Oh, yeah, and then you did
and
try
this is
some.
the one that you guys told me.
This one I will drink.
And it wasn't bad.
Yeah. If you don't like the normal Monster taste,
I do not.
Try any of the Ultras, because they do not taste like Monster.
Yeah, but I would say this one is like the top.
That's my favorite.
The
I like
top
apple.
of all of them.
That.
Yeah.
Because white's okay.
Yeah. I usually drink Bang.
Yeah.
I had one.
Yeah.
I really enjoy those. I just found out, I didn't know this, but Danielle Bregoli, Bad Baby.
Yeah.
She's like the spokesmodel for it.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, really?
But who now?
Catch Me Outside, how about that?
Yeah, Catch Me Outside.
What?
Yeah, her name's Bad Baby. She's not.
Have you ever heard that song?
No.
It's quite the flow she has.
It's the banger.
It slaps.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Steph.
It has slaps.
Turn you down.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm real excited.
It's fine. You're all up on that goof juice, and you're just here for a good time.
It's something. This is like this is the energy I needed this morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And now you have it.
Yeah, I had a moment in the bathroom just now. I was like looking in the mirror, and I didn't realize my tank top split twice, and I was like, oh. I look good right now. And then I came back, and I've been wanting to
Feeling
tell you
herself.
guys. Yeah. I actually had a moment. I was washing my hands, and I was like, this is cute. I didn't know I looked like this.
And I like how this tank top that clearly you saw it when you put it on.
Yeah.
But you seem to now just discovered that the strap
because this
split.
shirt originally was a whole shirt, but I was just like, my boobs just like are straight, or like, they're like dying. So I just like, yes, there you go. That's the word I'm thinking, suffocating.
Yeah.
But that shirt wasn't cut open as it is this morning. Like you put.
I didn't wear this all day. I had my work shirt.
But when you put this outfit on,
this one on, yeah, the tank top, it's been on.
What I'm giggling at is that
now
you just discovered.
Because I was all covered earlier with my work shirt.
Yeah.
And then I cut this shirt because I was like, I need to breathe. And then didn't look at myself in the mirror until the bathroom. Okay. And I was like, oh, these like lines and then these split lines. And then my braid, I just felt really cute.
Yeah. You're looking at it. I think that we should probably have photographic reference for this podcast so everyone can experience. Let me grab my camera here.
I'm so nervous.
Oh, it's okay. I'm going to do you
this
justice.
Is actually going to get posted because Snap's real good about the social media.
Yeah.
There's been 3 posts that we've been tagged on just today.
Yes.
And we haven't posted our own podcast yet.
I know. I had everything printed.
On the drive over here. So
okay,
I was like, I didn't even post the thing yet. I'm like, I sent you all of these things.
I don't know. I like this.
That looks good. We want to capture the...
Oh, wait. I don't know how to pose.
Okay. Sultry? Give me sultriness.
No, I look confused.
Oh, okay. Okay, so look confused, and then you'll look sultry. So...
I'm just confused. I can't do sultry. How does sultry work?
Okay, pretend that you just tasted something delicious.
Oh, yeah, So
you're like, ooh. No, you're like, ooh, this is good.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do like what they do on the runway. You're mad at me. Oh, yeah. I just...
I'm pissed.
You are very upset.
I'm really mad at pissed.
All right, Steph, there's a cat or a dog you want to pet, but you can't.
Oh, there you go. Oh, no.
No, damn, that was too much.
I'm so hyper, guys. This is like a vibe. This is a mess.
We're just going to keep on you until you're spent. There you go.
Steph is literally a cartoon character right now.
Sultry is like...
Just give me a little...
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, naughty. Ooh, you're
I can't do that again. That was a one and done.
Just go, ooh.
Ooh, you're a bad girl, Steph. Show it to me. Ooh. You're
all kind of bad.
You're going to take my man. Come on.
Mr. Steal your girl.
Nice.
This is not sexy at all, guys. I'm sorry.
I think between the shots we took, there is enough sex accumulated that we can do something.
I'm sure there was a fraction of a second in there that I can screenshot from the video I just took.
I'm so hyper. This is crazy.
Catch a candid in there.
Yeah, I took a video that's never going to get posted.
Perfect. Oh, that's the thing.
Yes, Steph?
I took all the notes to do the post, and I never did the post. I'm sorry.
It's Tuesday.
I know. I'm going to do it tonight. I had everything screenshotted of what I wanted to do. I just never posted
What time, though?
You know, when we leave.
That's not a great time to post something.
I don't want to do it right now.
Also, not really.
I'm going to do it later.
Remember we talked about prime hours?
I mean...
Listen, we're not a business here.
Yeah.
At this point, I'd be happy if it was just out there.
That's true. I feel like...
Put stuff out in the world. Watch my stream. Jordan is a bear.
My goodness. What was I going to say? I was going to say something really random, and I forgot what it was. I'll get back to it later.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
We're waiting for that. But now it won't be random, you see, because we're waiting for it. We're primed.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a problem.
She's trying to think really hard about it, but there's nothing going on.
I did my 1 second video thing for today.
1
for
second
September.
a day?
1 second a day. You're in there.
Oh, nice.
Am I?
Yeah.
What'd I do?
You go, oh my God, because you ate like a spicy bean, and you're going, ah.
So she can post that.
Excuse me, that only took a second.
No, Steph, you need to just look them in the eye and say, I am not your social media manager.
No, I wanted to. I asked for it.
Volunteer?
I didn't do it.
She said she would.
I said I would.
So you are this. Okay, well, never mind.
I help.
This week at least.
Yeah, I do help. I just haven't lately. But I did compile everything. I used the, 1 second a day app.
Okay.
You don't have to do it every day. It goes you just go on the app and then you pick the day and then it'll show all seconds total.
Okay.
But it compiled a second of every day of that month.
Oh, wow.
And you're in there. And our podcast days too. Because it's always the group, it's like a group shot of us.
Yeah. But is that, this is not a comment against your content.
Yeah.
Is that good though? What? 31 1 second clips?
It can be.
Yeah, it really depends.
I feel like you have to see it to understand.
It's building intrigue is really what it's doing, really. So you're jumping into the
Because if you saw it,
middle.
you'd be like, oh, okay. It's enough to give you a second for you to hit a memory of what happened that day. Or
Which is
what
fine
you
for
did.
you.
I feel like it would still be interesting. I feel like you'd know what happened in my whole month
No.
with that.
Jordan says no.
At least 90% of it is our dog.
Aw.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I would be like 25 seconds of cats, and then like
That's
6
fine.
random seconds.
That's what people do.
Yeah.
That's fine, but like, just like to me, in my concept
Yeah.
of this, because I've not seen I haven't seen anyone do this.
Yeah.
I've only heard about this through you.
Yeah, you're on
But
it.
to imagine, I am not.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
You're
I'm
clearly
on yours.
my video.
I'm on yours,
Yeah.
but I'm not on this concept.
Oh, okay. I feel like you'd...
It seems like a machine gun of randomness.
Which is awesome.
Is it though?
I think
so.
you're not thinking in the mind of a Gen Zer. You're old like me.
Yeah.
And I think that...
I want, you know,
Yeah.
3-act structure. I want a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Exactly. I think
There
the Gen Z, they like to be just punched in the face
Yeah.
with excitement, and then they'll figure it out later. So
I just want to be shaken by their own content.
Yes.
I mean, it's really cute.
I mean,
you can watch it after.
Where could somebody see this?
On Instagram.
Okay.
There you
Which
Posted it
is-
on Instagram.
Which is
Stephanoids. STPHUHNOIDS.
Nice. Okay, then I will do my best to keep aware of it, to see it, and make a fair judgment once it's out and visible, and not just a concept.
Okay.
And what is just a tornado of random things in my head.
It at least tells you the date of everything.
For 1
so
second,
on the far left side, you'll see like
September 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
and it'll
6,
just go
7.
through,
Yeah,
and then it'll just show little clips.
but like a second is very brief.
I mean, I don't know. On one of the clips, you clearly hear Jordan say, "I'm dying."
Oh.
That's a second.
screaming into the mic.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm dying.
Can you not hear yourself?
Really?
Yeah. I don't hear myself at all.
Oh.
This has been the problem the whole time.
Oh.
I don't hear myself through that.
It was
Hello.
just for decoration.
Yeah, that's way louder.
Oh.
I don't hear
yeah.
myself in there.
Bro, how do you not hear yourself?
I don't hear myself in there. I feel like it's so loud coming out of... This is loud. Like a good loud. I can barely hear myself in there.
You speak loud in general.
Yeah.
I know.
She projects.
I told
does,
you
yeah.
how I had an ex want to like put me right next to one of those meters that see how
like a
high you
decibel?
talk. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he wanted to know like how high my voice actually is.
Okay.
Because he wanted to know if it was like on the same decimal as like a crying baby or whatever.
Aww.
But yeah,
Seems like
just get really
a mean
excited.
comparison.
It is pretty mean.
I mean that's fine.
Well, we could do a comparison right now because that's one of the voiceovers that I have to do like repeatedly for
Yeah.
people. So I can go. And then we'll try you.
That was amazing.
Oh,
do
thank
that.
you.
Am I trying to cry?
Oh no, you're just talking. We're going to see how they compare side by side because we have the chart.
Yeah, we can see the levels.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I stay at this? Because I don't know when to get real excited.
Stephanoid.
Yeah, no, you're like hitting the peak.
Okay, so this is me being really excited.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I just talk this loud all the time.
Yeah, that's just you.
That's just me.
At the level of a baby cry.
Aww.
I love it.
Yeah, Jordan, you haven't had the pleasure of kind of hearing Nap's
Oh yeah, that's
vocal
what I do.
talents.
I do voices. Yeah, which people never believe because my natural voice is so like deep and that kind of thing. So everybody is like, "Oh, do you do like audiobooks or something like that?" And it's like, I mean, I have, but mostly the voices that I usually wind up doing are like,
Oh, senpai. Oh.
that kind of thing. So I mean, normally they're like really high register, and then if you do. Like you would think that this voice is more what you want for commercial and stuff like this.
Yeah.
But it's not anymore. You actually will get sent away if you're like, Nabisco is delicious and like that. They don't want that. They want like, hey guys, you know what I really love? Like, a nice cup of Starbies, and they like that kind of thing. So.
Yeah, like a real Becky.
Yeah, and sometimes you want to add a little vocal fry because it makes you seem more not too much because then you're like an early season Kardashian. But yeah.
Oh my God.
But that's kind of what I do on my show. If you guys are interested in weird voices, it's Creeping Wave Radio and the Umind are my shows, and you can find them on Apple Podcasts and just search them; they'll pop up.
You're on the Apple Podcast now.
I am. I wasn't. I put myself up there because people kept saying they couldn't find me. And now what happened is I have one account, and I couldn't get it to do 2 accounts, and so I just opened another one.
You can't get 2 feeds.
Yeah, so I opened another account, and I had to do that. But it was reading it from my computer because I have the keylog, so it was like kept logging me in. So I had to do it from someone else's computer, and then it put me on there, and I was like, ha ha!
Take that, technology.
That's right. I had to hack into the mainframe. So it was all good.
Yeah, I was a Valley girl.
You were a Valley
That's
girl?
right.
Yeah, I was a Valley girl on your show.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh no,
receptionist.
she's on my show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, she is the sexy, cute receptionist who loves ABBA.
Yeah, ABBA.
Yes.
That's what it was.
ABBA, which you probably have never even heard of.
Yeah,
ABBA.
No.
Steph, can you name me
Dancing Queen?
3 ABBA songs?
There's
Mamma Mia.
2.
Man of the Midnight? No, is that something else?
You think of Man Medan.
No, I'm not. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Isn't that the Man of the Midnight? Or Man of...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Give me the Man of the Midnight.
I think you were singing something wrong.
Really?
Because that tone, that melody is familiar, but
gimme.
I don't think that is. Those are not the words.
Yeah.
I had I forgot. They were on the
Gimme.
The Man of the Midnight.
There you go.
Here.
Let me check your sources.
No, I'm gonna play it a little.
Get some ABBA go in there.
Let's get ahead.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the oh my God, this is the song that plays on Coast to Coast AM.
Yeah.
I want to get to that.
It makes a lot more sense now.
Give me some lyrics.
George and Nori loves ABBA.
Oh, Nori.
No, because I
have no idea who the host is now for Coast to Coast.
Yeah, you know what? I stopped listening after Art Bell.
Give me the Man of the Midnight.
All right, Man After Midnight. All
Man
right.
After Midnight.
After Midnight.
I've been saying the Man of the Midnight.
That doesn't make any sense.
You know what? I kind of like it better because it's like a character. It's akin to Dayman and Nightman.
Yeah.
Dayman.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What is it? Fighter of the Night Man. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Savior of the Sun.
Yes.
Something friendship for everyone.
Yeah.
I like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
It's a good show.
I still have not really watched that show.
I've watched like a handful of episodes, and like I've never gotten out of the first season, and I struggle because sometimes a show is just about like bad people.
Yeah.
I have a hard time finding. Yeah.
I mean, the premise is literally what if the worst people in the world owned a bar.
Yeah, they get real messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I find it hard to really enjoy that sometimes. I got to be in a real specific mood, I think.
That's fair.
I hear you.
Because sometimes they go really bad. Like, what was that? They had like a black baby, and then they tried to like make money off of him, and then take him to like.
And don't they become crackheads as a result?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter like how bad the repercussions are if no one learns a lesson.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. Yeah, it is.
Like, you know, the episode
I like.
The episode in South Park where Carmen makes the bully kid eat his own parents in chili.
Yeah.
I find that to be incredibly fucked up.
It's a legendary episode.
I'm kind of uncomfortable with that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Altogether.
Poor Scott Tenorman.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. I guess it's why, like, I prefer, like, Dark Crystal or Disenchanted to Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Because there's only so much rapey rape that I can deal with.
I still haven't seen the Dark Crystal.
Oh, yeah. I enjoyed it. I know Anthony was a little taken aback by the film version. He was
I only recently made it through the film.
Yeah.
Like I still appreciate a lot of the craftsmanship.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
And it's not easy watching an 80s movie for the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
In this time. It was real slow, and it was incredibly, like, simple, long, drawn-out concept and plot. I haven't watched the new Netflix series yet, but I plan to.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to spend 30 years talking about it and never doing it. Maybe by the end of this year.
No, I don't judge you whatsoever. No, it's I really enjoyed it. I've been a big fan of Froud since I was younger. Brian Froud is the guy who did the original artwork and design for everything. And now his son, Toby Froud, who's actually the baby from Labyrinth, took over.
Yeah.
And he's kind of picking up the reins. And his father, I believe, is still alive. I'm not positive, but
I don't know. I just know Baby Toby is
he's baby.
Part of it.
Baby Toby.
Wow.
That was kind of the only baby they could get to do that, though, because if you think about all the puppets and stuff.
A lot of messed up stuff.
His parents make those puppets, though, so his house
he's fine.
looks like that.
Oh, okay.
So
it's
when
the norm.
And so when they put him in front of it, he's like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's like if you have a baby and it grows up living over like a concert hall or something. It just
looks normal.
Yeah, it's going to be. If you grew up living in an apartment over the Casbah in San Diego, your baby's just going to be like cool with that kind of music all the time.
That's a plot point in the movie Shoot 'Em Up.
Yes. I love that. I love Monica Bellucci, but I love that movie.
Incredible. Have you guys seen Shoot 'Em Up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I love
the
that movie.
live-action Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, it is.
Carrots and everything.
Yeah.
It is, like, the gun-porniest movie I love so much.
It's fantastic.
It's a movie where
Clive Owens
has a baby, and Paul Giamatti's chasing after him. Mm-hmm. Big Fat Liar's chasing after him.
I'm not good with his name.
Blank Check? Or no, that's a different guy.
No, not Blank Check, He was in, Big Fat Liar.
Yeah. That's his most popular role.
Lady in the Water.
Yeah. Sideways.
Really? Lady in the Water? Really?
Sideways?
I can always tell, like, the age of people because, like, people my age, you say, like, Sideways, and they're like, oh, yeah. And then, like, you're Big Fat Liar, the blue guy?
Yeah.
If it's a Disney reference, then...
more or less.
Steph will get it
They may be too young for you.
More or less. Hey.
Oh, no, I love my Disney, and Disney has no age. So they were talking. Did you read that article somebody wrote about not allowing single people with no children into Disney?
Oh, yeah. Some Karen got real mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not hear about this stuff?
Yeah,
no.
it's awful.
Some mommy blog goes on this just tirade about how all these single people or just childless couples going to Disneyland are ruining it for families because it should be a family place and that they should not go, or there should at least be designated days that they can go because of how long the lines are. She makes this example about how her kid wanted like a churro or something simple enough like that, and they ran out or the line was too long and he didn't get it, and it made her child upset.
So she got mad at everyone else?
So she's blaming, and she's very much focusing this on millennials.
Yep.
Of course she is.
Yeah.
And
millennials are always the problem.
And she is just so mad. And it is so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't knock on anyone who brings their kids to Disneyland, but like...
No. There's room for all.
Yeah.
But I've always wondered, okay, I mean, I might get hanging on this, but I've always questioned, like, why would you bring a 1-year-old to Disneyland?
No, I'd say
for only one, you got to walk around with a stroller.
Minimum.
Some mature 4-year-olds, but
maybe.
Like
very mature 4-year-olds.
Like you bring the baby in the stroller.
Yeah.
There's only designated areas for the stroller.
Yeah.
They can't go on any of the rides.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can't leave the baby, obviously. Nope. So it's just like, why?
Yeah.
They're not even going to get any... They're probably going to be asleep.
They won't remember it.
They won't remember it.
Yeah.
So.
At that point, it's just for the parent. Like,
you're blowing hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like, I've only gone to Disneyland twice in my life, in my whole life.
Yeah.
So the first
That's
time
surprising
was...
for a Southern Californian.
You missed out because when I was a kid, it was $26 for California residents.
Oh, see?
Yeah, and I used to go every year for my birthday.
Yeah, the last time I went was, I think...
3 years ago?
3 or 4 years ago. And the first time I went was 1996.
Wow.
1996 or 1994. And from then, I remembered a car ride. I remember being on a blue car.
Okay.
Like in a blue...
Autotopia.
Yeah, a blue car. I remember going into the mansion, and you had to go up this elevator.
Oh, that is...
the lights turn off.
Room?
Yeah.
Yeah, the lights turn off, and then it, like, flashes some guy's face going, or something like that.
Oh, did you look up
when the lights
turned off?
You might be mixing a couple things.
I think so.
Okay, when you look up when the lights turn off, there's a guy hanging from a noose.
Oh, see, I don't know. I was too young, and I just remember hanging on to the next person's... the leg of whoever was next to me.
Yeah.
Which was probably some other person, not with our family. I was just scared.
That happened to me a lot.
Yeah. And then I remember the haunted house with the chairs. You sit on the chairs? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which...
Do you remember the Doom buggies? And
oh, you might have been on Tower of Terror and then Haunted Mansion. Cause
I don't know. It never dropped.
Oh, okay. That's...
Yeah, we were just in a standing elevator.
Oh, yeah, that's Haunted Mansion.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. It's
and
the
then
same ride, but that's part of the line.
I remember... I don't remember actually watching the Beauty and the Beast show. Mm-hmm. But we had... my dad was recording. So I remember seeing...
So you were there. You just
I was there. I don't remember
personal memory of it.
I don't remember it personally. I just remember seeing like the videos when we were there, and I just remember eating at some restaurant with like tan walls, and we were eating chicken.
Nice. That could be many.
And I wore pink pants and like one of those white like almost straw-looking weaved flower hats.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, that was 6-year-old Steph.
Nice. Yeah.
And then going again and seeing everything was like. I've seen this, or I've only seen this through everyone's Instagram, and now that's why I remember.
Right.
Stuff like
Do you have a memory, because I always, it is very burned into me, but on the Haunted Mansion at the end when you're in the Doom buggy, and there are the ghostly passengers with you.
Mm-hmm. I think I was the fat guy.
You see, you're not. There may be an overlay, but it's not supposed to turn you into anything.
Oh, okay. There's a part where you go in the mirror that everyone talked about.
Yeah, looking in the mirror, and one of the hitchhiking ghosts end up in your buggy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, yeah, vaguely. I just remember seeing the big guy.
Like as a child, I remember that really making an impression on me.
Yeah,
like. At an age where I know it's not real, but before I can kind of figure out how it works.
Yeah.
And kind of being very fascinated and enthralled with like this technology that makes it look like this ghost is totally right there with me in the reflection.
But Anthony, it was a ghost. No one else saw him.
Ghost traveler.
I just remember like going again, like of age, or not of age, but just like more recently, looking around at everything, or like going on certain rides was just a trip. Like going on the Winnie the Pooh ride was like stuff that you would see like they would show clips of if you were on acid and stuff like that.
All of that,
like being in there.
Fantasyland,
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
we rode that ride, and I was like, we're in hell. What the heck is this?
Yeah. It's a weird throwback that like Disney has yet to kind of remove from their
like there was a part
from the park.
Like for Winnie the Pooh, I remember it's all fun and games. And it's like you going in the 100-acre woods, I think, and then you see all the other fun characters, and then the colors.
On parade, or is it the
heffalumps?
The heffalumps come, and then the colors just vibe together, and the next thing you know, lonely little Pooh Bears just floating away into this flood of just random colors going. Oh no!
Yeah.
It's like what is happening?
Have you seen the Heffalumps episode though?
I've seen it on Fantasia. Where they show...
girl, we're watching the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh when Disney Plus comes out.
There's a lot we're gonna have to
totally.
Because basically, it's Heffalumps and Woozles are something that I think Tigger tells him about. And it's like a boogeyman kind of thing, but they're going to eat your honey is basically what they're going to do.
Heffalumps are so cute.
And there's an amazing song that goes with it. It's on the level of Pink Elephants, and I think it was the same animator, Bill Peet, who did both sequences. He does these crazy psychedelic, weird, circusy kind of things, and it's amazing.
See?
But Winnie the Pooh falls asleep, and they show that by his like body. He astrally projects from his body.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The trip out. Yeah. Just like,
Yeah.
And then that plus spinning around and just like seeing everything happen, and I'm like, dude, when you hear people like,
would you do it again sober?
Yeah, I was sober when I was.
I'm saying, like, there's your first time experience, which I do think like. Those rides are very interesting. Some of them, like, weird throwbacks that like, is not... Like, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride kind of isn't even Disney anymore. Like, Disney does not do anything with those characters, with that concept, with that story, anything. No. Like, it is such a weird part in the center of Fantasyland. But what I'm saying is that you do them once, and they're interesting, especially, like, Winnie the Pooh and Toad and whatnot. But... unless you are intoxicated on something, there is no replay value. In my opinion, and what I would imagine for adults.
I totally agree with you.
But that's where you're wrong. Do you know about Hidden Mickeys?
I do know about Hidden Mickeys.
Dude, you find them everywhere.
Yeah, Hidden Mickeys. And then there's the whole Disney history. That okay, so you know Splash Mountain. Do you know the movie that's based on?
Songs of the South.
No.
Chanticleer.
Chanticleer.
What I know?
It is a French fairy tale about a rooster who is so cocky and brazen. It is Cockadoodle. Cockadoodle has Don Bluth, who at the time was working with Disney, and he went on his own and he took that project and he made it his own thing. But all those characters in Splash Mountain are actually characters from Chanticleer that used to be on a ride called America Sings. And it was that spinning, that big giant building in the middle of Fantasyland, that circular building.
Not in Tomorrowland, not that same one.
Oh, yeah, it is Tomorrowland. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's a circular building, and it used to be, when Disneyland first opened, it was the World of Tomorrow.
Yeah. Now I think it's the Stark Expo.
Yeah. And it would spin around, and it would show you, like, the kitchen of tomorrow. You'll be able to cook, and, like, but it's really expensive to keep that running because you have to constantly have new technology. So they turned it into a new ride. But what happened on that ride?
It's that orangey, like...
Yeah.
I rode that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Well, what happened on that, and they had to take it away, is the stage spun. But one of the people who was tending to the stage...
I heard about this.
...fell and got crushed between the two pieces that come together. And so they took all those characters out, and they closed down the ride because they didn't think it was right to keep that open. And then they put them onto Splash Mountain just to shove them somewhere. And it had Briar Rabbit and...
Briar Bear.
Briar Fox, Briar Bear. Yeah. It had all those characters that they put into that. And so then it's Song of the South, which is also now a throwback because you're not going to find a version of that on Netflix.
No, there's only the bootleg.
Yeah. So, but, it's a... Sorry, I bore everybody with my weird
No, it's really cool. I think there's a book just dedicated to deaths at Disney.
Oh, Dark Disney.
They usually try to take you to the parking lot so that you don't die on the premise.
Yeah, that's I don't know if that's actually true or not, but it's
Wait, this is the spirits that do that?
Can we say it?
Can we say it? I don't know. Hey.
I was like, the spirits try to make you leave to not go there so nothing happens.
People die at Disneyland.
Yeah. Quick podcast meeting. Can we say the centennial word? Have we suffered enough? Have we gone through the motions long enough that we are now free to say it?
Or do we start saying it again until someone complains again?
Leland.
I don't know. Weren't we only doing this because Leland?
It was only because of Leland, yeah.
Well, did Leland say we're okay to say it?
Leland hasn't said anything.
Well, he can say something next week.
Now, if we got called out for saying... Can I example?
Yeah,
that's fine.
For saying 100% as just an affirmation, too much by a person who said it more than us. So we decided, okay, well, for funsies, if anyone says it, then they have to take a bean, and inside the beans are
Birdie
Bots, Bamboozled, like bad beans exist in here. So that spawned into No Swear September, which we just got through, where we couldn't curse, and now we're out of that, so we can say all the fuck we want. But what do we think? Because we've gone over a month not saying the centennial word.
It's true. Well, we haven't.
I mean, we've said it, but trying not to say it.
Yeah, I think it's I think
I honestly think we just need a new word.
I think we need.
I think we need a word.
How about what do we say too much?
To the extreme.
You've been saying
we do say that all the time. That specific phrase.
What did you say?
What?
You had another saying that you were saying instead of 100%. It was
full
like
bar?
Full bar.
I mean, that was just as a replacement, not a thing I say regularly.
Yeah. No.
What's nice and old school? Above par?
Yeah.
You could say that.
Maybe we could just do like a word we say too much.
Well, I think the audience should give us the word.
Yeah.
Bean Police. How about you tell us?
There you go, Bean Police. Wake up.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks behind.
Give us. Yeah, you got to get through that porn episode. Tell us what new word, or really anybody, if you have a suggestion, Anna, Jonathan,
Steven.
Everybody out there, Stephen, give us a new word, because the bean bits were fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's always fun when there's something you're not supposed to do.
Is it still okay to consume these beans?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, if you want to take a chance.
Choice. I mean, you could either have a good bean or a bad bean.
You have to flip up this part first.
Jar.
Yeah.
I will let Stephanie do it because she knows how. Oh, see, she has the magic.
So you can either get a good tasting one or a bad one. Have fun.
Yeah.
That is a handful.
Oh, you just took a handful?
Yeah.
You're just going to try them?
Oh, no, I'm going to try each flavor individually.
That's still a lot. You're aware, vomit is an option here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you see, now you may not know this. I have vomited before.
Yeah, but I assume you didn't like it.
That's what?
There's something smell on me, John.
I got toothpaste right now.
Okay.
Or is it mint?
It's toothpaste. It's definitely toothpaste.
Yeah. I do enjoy toothpaste. So I used to eat it when I was younger.
It's either toothpaste or berry blue.
Oh, yeah. You could go one or the other.
Speaking of just weird random things before we kind of get back on track of things that I've tried to eat.
Yeah.
I was a kid who loved the Pillsbury biscuit. I see him at dinner time. I'm like, yes, awesome, poppin' fresh. Ooh, side quest. Mm-hmm. You know that the Pillsbury Doughboy's name is Poppin' Fresh, right?
Yes.
Nope.
See, this is a thing people knew. Do you know he had a family?
He does, yeah.
You know they all had names?
Yeah, and I actually have a chart at home that has all their names, but I don't remember them by heart.
Okay, you picked the one person.
Yeah. Well, you're close in age to me.
Yeah, we're very close.
Yeah. So
I bought the bread when they made sliced bread.
They still do.
Do you know the Jolly Green Giant has a
still
son?
a thing?
Yeah, I know he has a son. I don't know if they have names. Oh, is it Sprout?
Sprout.
Pillsbury's still sliced bread?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they still make sliced bread.
Oh, I do think I may have gotten a vomit. So.
Your constitution is through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
We all cringe whenever we hit vomit and rotten egg are the two worst.
What is it? The dirty dishwater.
Yeah, no one has
gotten that yet.
That one and stink bug.
And stink bug.
The other one no one has gotten.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So if you get anything that feels like that, because with the exception of those two,
I feel like my vomit's not that tasty.
It's not supposed to be.
And it's really the texture of vomit. That's have you ever vomited Doritos? That's really an experience.
Oh,
yeah. Or Cheetos.
Yeah. I vomited Fruity Pebbles through my nose.
Oh yeah.
That led for a real bad day at work.
I think anytime you vomit and it goes through your nose,
it's the worst.
It's the worst.
But because I could still kind of smell rotting Fruity Pebbles for a while, it was super gross.
Now, you and I went to a party recently.
We did.
And I vomited on the ride home.
Aww.
Yeah, it was my husband was driving me home. And I was just silently vomiting out the window, but I wasn't actually making the window. I was actually making my lap. So have you seen the original Batman with Jack Nicholson?
Yes.
So I get out of the car looking like Alicia after...
half the face is all messed up.
And he looks over at me and he's like, what happened? I was like, what?
I'm impressed that you could silently vomit.
Yeah, no, you see, that's the thing, is you reach a certain level. I'm going to be 40 on March 11th, and you reach a certain point in your life where vomiting no longer has that excitement that it once did. And
that's a word for it?
Yeah, in a way I'm jealous of you because you can still feel that rush of anticipation when you're about to vomit, and It's like Christmas
Full
morning.
body contraction.
Yeah, it hurts sometimes.
Yeah,
and the worst part is when you can't
vomiting and crying.
Oh yeah, vomiting, crying, or like when it comes out almost like a. Is it like
they're not mutually exclusive.
What is it? I guess projectile. Is that when you're straight like exorcist status where your mouth is open projectile.
when
And all
you
do is sit there like
vomit.
When you are doing Squirtle's water gun.
Oh, nice. I think I might have gotten stink bug, actually. I'm not sure I can detect what this flavor is, but it has a stinky quality. I can tell it was meant to be foul tasting.
Okay, because there is a moldy cheese, which could also maybe...
But moldy cheese, I feel like you know when it's moldy cheese because it just tastes old.
There's also a rotten milk.
No, this has more of a camphorous quality to it.
God, I'm so curious, but I don't want it. I don't want it. I know I don't want it.
It's been in my mouth at this point. I don't think that you really...
Oh, no. I mean, I was going to find one, but I also don't want to, but I'm also very curious.
Is it just my imagination, or can somebody else smell it?
It's the birthday cake one.
It might just be you. Granted, I am wearing a mask.
Am I smelling up the place?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, I got another one. I think this one is the rotten egg. So I'm getting a lot right now.
Shoo.
So
just going through a month's worth of beans.
It's the one that looks like birthday cake.
Okay, so back one. Centennial word. I say we're free to go.
Yeah, I think we're good.
100%.
I want to try it.
And we'll get a new word to kind of keep the bean game going.
I don't want to chew the whole thing. Can I have like half?
Well, I need to get to it first.
You guys work on that.
Yeah.
All right. So now back to Disney. I feel almost everywhere else, all the rides are completely re-rideable.
Yeah.
But something about And I know it's a land that is geared very specifically for children. I think in a way that more than Toontown is. So I get it if it's not for me. It's not supposed to be.
Sure.
When's the last time you went? Like really went on rides?
4 years ago.
Okay.
That's when I was with my ex.
Yeah. You really like took the place in, waited in line, and rode. That's another memory that came back.
I skipped a lot of lines.
Our red roller coaster, and it had water below us.
The red roller coaster?
Oh, Gadget's Go Coaster. Is that it?
I think it was in Toontown.
Yeah.
You're in like a little car, another little red car.
I think the only ride I've done in Toontown is Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was. No?
We were in the Benny taxi cab spinning.
I think there's two rides in Toontown. There's Gadget Go Coaster and there's
Gadget Go Coaster. Then. I think it was a coaster.
Yeah. Was there like spools of thread and like little like giant props around?
Were you tiny?
When I was on the ride?
No, I mean like the ride. Does it make you feel like you're tiny and everything is big?
You're supposed to feel like you're the size of a chipmunk.
Are you aware of Rescue Rangers?
Oh.
What, really?
Which one's Rescue Rangers?
Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Oh, I don't know them by. I don't know them by. I don't know them by that term. I know them because in Kingdom Hearts, they're the ones who are on the gummy ship.
They are the ones on the gummy ship.
With that being said, I beat the game finally.
Oh, congratulations!
They're going to be on the next season of DuckTales.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Pretty much the entire Disney afternoon is going to be on DuckTales.
I can't wait for Disney Plus. I can finally watch DuckTales and all of that. Oh, I'm so excited.
Has anyone signed up for it yet?
No, I
paid money yet?
No, not yet.
I am.
I really do like the new DuckTales. I didn't think I would, but I actually
I gave it a shot because it is the first show I remember like really kind of being excited about.
Yeah.
Like it is just before like Ninja Turtles and before I kind of realized fandom of like Transformers. Cause I would say Transformers is probably like the very first thing I was into as a child, but me and Transformers like we're almost the same age.
Yeah.
So it is just a thing. And it wasn't until like my first conscious excitement was DuckTales. I remember watching the pilot in Jersey. So yeah, when it came back around, I'm like, I really kind of went back and forth on the spectrum of like, well, this animation looks cool. I don't know. But this cast is pretty great. Yeah. Oh, we got David Tennant? Yeah. Okay, now I'm really listening. And, I mean, the first episode just put its hooks in deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first episode was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the one?
I have it if you have space.
No, I think I want to wait for Disney Plus because we're definitely doing a show.
Do it properly?
We're definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Steph, you're going for stink bug?
Yeah, you want the other half? I just want to try
Split a bean?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not even sure if that actually is a stink bug. It's the right color, but might be toasted marshmallow.
True.
Oh, then that was stink bug, yeah, because it was a beige.
Chew it.
Come on. I already smell it.
Oh, yeah?
It's not even in my mouth
All
yet.
right, well, let me get in here then.
All right. You two go for it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's all deep in your mask, too.
That's marshmallow, bro.
No, are you sure?
Yeah, that's marshmallow.
That's too overpowering for marshmallow. Is that why I freaked out?
Stink bug.
Well, it's delicious then. If it's stink bug. This is marshmallow. This is 100%.
What was that reaction for then?
No, it's not.
Because I got like the charcoal first.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, there's the marshmallow flavor.
Okay.
This is something else.
Did you get the stink bug half and you get the marshmallow half?
I'm pretty sure it's toasted marshmallow.
Steph, you also like Vegemite, so I'm sorry, I can't trust your taste buds.
Yeah.
No, this is odd.
Vegemite's not bad, actually.
It's
Ooh,
bad.
nap, no.
Yeah, it's a nice salty mix. It's
not nice. It is just salty.
Yeah, that's pure salt.
It's but you know what thing about Vegemite, and if you don't have a taste for Vegemite, you can just straight up eat brewer's yeast, but you can eat Vegemite before you're going to go drinking.
Yeah.
And the yeastiness of it will actually help you to process the beer. So it doesn't negate the effects of alcohol, but it helps to lessen it so you can actually drink more.
Oh, that kind of like...
Yeah, when you
that first
Vegemite,
drink bite, that kind of slows you down?
Because Vegemite is pretty much like a brewer's yeast, more or less, is what it is. And
makes sense.
brewer's
That's why
yeast...
it didn't bother me that much.
Yeah.
You know why? Even with a little bit of...
constantly getting that brewer's yeast?
No.
She loves the yeast.
That's how you
I
get infection.
I don't know. It was very salty, for sure.
We all stopped because Jordan took a bean that could be stink bug.
Waiting in anticipation. Is it?
I have no idea what this is.
We all stopped very suddenly. He bit half to share it with Steph.
Maybe this is marshmallow.
This is marshmallow. What we had earlier was not stink bug.
You two are so weird.
I guess I like
That's
stink
why I
bug.
said I was like, this doesn't taste normal. This is marshmallow.
Steph, you bit a sliver off of that. Let's pass this bean around.
That's marshmallow.
Like Mickey's family in
100%
the Christmas
marshmallow.
Carol.
God, if you just tried that stink bug.
I guess I like stink bug then.
Yeah.
Because that's marshmallow.
Yeah, I'm getting some marshmallow in there.
It's sweet. The one that I had, that he was like, oh, I just got the charcoal part. I was like, this does not taste like charcoal. This tastes gross.
I guess I like stink bug, guys.
Yeah.
I like stink bug and
grass.
Earwax. And grass.
You didn't mind dog food. I don't think.
Oh, jeez. Why did I not turn that on silent? Let's have a conversation with my husband for the second time on a podcast. Hello.
Well, hello, Napoleon.
Oh, how are you? This is Old Scratch from my podcast, Creeping Wave. So how are you, boss?
I am doing just fine.
Well, good to hear it. Good to hear it. And is there anything that you would like to discuss while you're on air, sir?
Yes. Have you received my instructions?
Instructions for what, pray tell, is that, sir?
Alas, there are not enough souls.
Oh.
And I need some help.
Yes, I actually...
Did you not get my text?
No, but you know what? There's 3 candidates here, and they seem quite willing. One of them ate a stink bug and liked it. I think I can definitely bring him around. So, yes, I will work on that tonight, and I will see if I can get the contracts back to you, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Cultivate them.
Oh, yes.
I only require quality souls.
Oh, define quality.
Not a lot of quality here.
Okay. I'm right on it, sir. Thank you for calling. Talk to you later. Yeah, you got it. Hi.
I've heard that character. in the...
You've heard it on my phone? Yeah.
What character?
Or that voice. No, you did that when we did the receptionist thing.
Yes, I did.
That voice.
That was a familiar try the
voice.
bean. If it's stink bug, then we'll know immediately.
I don't want the stink bug, though.
Well, we have to find out if I'm weird or if
I will take some of the stink bug. I don't mind it. I'll
bite a little and
I don't want it.
Yes, that's stink bug.
I don't want it. Why? You take it. I don't want it.
You gotta try at least a little bite. Yeah.
It's already in my mouth.
Oh man.
Gone.
All
right, now is that the first flavor you had?
Yeah, this is the first flavor.
All right, so you like stink bug.
I guess I like stink bug.
You're wearing the right mask today.
Well, I don't mind it, but I eat a lot of like odd foods and stuff like that, so that's...
I mean, I'm open to trying odd things, but
it's not bad.
I mean, my palate's different than yours.
You like Vegemite.
The only foods I don't like, and everyone thinks it's so tame compared to like the stuff that I will willingly eat, is I don't like milk. I can't stand milk. And I don't like liverwurst or Braunschweiger or any of those like organ meat type.
I like liverwurst.
Yeah. So
liverwurst Yeah. I've tried liverwurst on like freshly toasted pondisol.
Oh,
so good.
It
used to not be a thing. I used to hate it.
Yeah.
Liver to me, like, my dad would, like, kind of just put that into the Filipino dish adobo. Mm-hmm. He would just kind of use, like liver in there sometimes. And I just remember when I was a kid, I would eat some parts, and it had, like, this chalky, almost like a... It's hard to explain. It was just like a chalk-like... texture. It was almost like kind of waxy. Mm-hmm. And when you chew it, it was not like, it was a very, I don't know how to explain what liver tastes like, but it was a strong. It's a strong, odd taste, and I used to hate it. Mm-hmm. And then one day someone was just like, oh, you want to try liverwurst? Like, the spread. So I had it on bread, and I was like, oh, this is so gross. This is so nasty.
Kept going back for it.
And then I went out of my way and got it and tried it, and it's just been an acquired taste now that I seem to like.
Usually how it works.
That's how I was when I was younger with orange juice and green olives. Like, those were two
together?
things. Well, no.
Okay.
That's quite the cocktail.
Yeah.
I'm going to serve that to somebody one day and... Just be like,
yes, the weirdest martini.
This is an Italian tradition. You have to drink or you disgrace my family.
I feel like I could do that.
Orange juice and olive?
I mean, I eat my oranges with salt.
Yeah, oh, see, that's okay. Yeah,
I'm a fruit and salt person, which completely destroys
you know what? That probably wouldn't bother her then. Like, that's just... Yeah. That's just chewy orange juice to you at that point.
See, my husband's from the Midwest, so he gets freaked out by Tapatio, which I'll have like on watermelon or something. And he's like, "What? No, what? What have you done to the watermelons?
The watermelon was so good. Why'd you ruin it?"
Valentino.
Valentino stuff too.
Sauce is good.
Yeah.
My dad's a salt on watermelon kind of guy.
Yeah.
A lot of people do salt on fruits. Like I had a coworker one time.
Doesn't make it right.
I know. She had offered me strawberries. She sprinkled that in salt. The only fruits that I do with salt is apples, oranges, and pineapples.
Just ruining all three of those.
And then apparently people do it with grapes too.
Yeah.
I mean, I see it the same.
Grape.
Like, fruit is fruit. It is a sweet flavor.
Yeah.
So if you like salt with one of them, I imagine it could work for all of them.
Because then also I like pickles.
Personal taste aside.
So that adds to the salty.
You like pickles?
Yeah, I love pickles. Oh, I love pickled mangoes. Mm-hmm. I love pickled radishes. Mm-hmm. And pickled, I was going to say pickled cucumbers, but that's already pickled.
That's a pickle.
That is a pickle.
Yes, I do like, I drink the pickled juice as well.
Pickleback.
Yes. Have you ever had pickled-tini?
No, but that sounds interesting.
It's like a dirty martini, if you're familiar. And you can do it with gin or like vodka or whatever you want to do. You basically just mix in a little bit of the pickle water, and instead of like a martini olive, you put a pickle on a skewer in it. Mm-hmm. And it's actually really good because the saltiness kind of balances out the dryness of the vermouth and the bitterness of the alcohol. So
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
I'm not a pickle guy either. We had a whole podcast where we tried.
Yeah, we tried pickles.
And my roommate and pickle master there. That was his profession. That was how he was making money, was pickling things. So I have gone from Pringles pickle chips, like pickled flavored potato chips, to like artisan pickles, and it did not like any of them. So I feel comfortable in saying I do not like pickles. Stop bothering me.
It's just not a dill fan. Yeah, no, doesn't do it. What about sweet pickles?
There were some sweet pickles in that bunch, weren't there?
You don't even do relish on a burger?
Nope.
On a burger? On a hot dog?
Nope.
When it comes to pickles, I think I'm not a great fan of the butter
aspect of it that really turns me off.
I can see that.
I'm fine with cucumber. I put cucumber on a sandwich, but nope.
I love cucumbers.
That's okay.
Cucumbers are delicious.
To each their own. You know?
Oh, I like pickled carrots too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pickled carrots are
little
good.
hot carrots.
Hot carrots.
Yeah. Oh, those are delicious. Yeah, those are great.
Those are fun.
Pickled onions.
Yeah, I got Jordan doing that at our burrito place that we like in Mira Mesa called Habaneros. I'd get
who we're not sponsored by.
Who we're not sponsored by,
but we'd love to be.
We would love to be.
Please sponsor us, Habaneros.
Yeah, they have really good California burritos, and then they had pickled onions, and I would start putting that on my burrito. So then you got that like crunchy pickled taste with the burrito, and then Jordan started doing that now. And now I feel like you can't not do that.
No, I can not do that.
But you still choose to do it.
Yeah.
It enhances it.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah. Sometimes I want it, sometimes I don't.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think it balances with that, like, with the crunchy fries and then that cheese bite here and there within the burrito and a little bit of that sour cream and then that nice pickly onion.
Like, I get it. Because if I'm honest with myself, I could probably sprinkle sugar on anything.
I can't do that.
In fact,
I love sugar.
When we went to Not Scary Farm 2 weeks ago, and in my migraine haze, I bought the boysenberry syrup and the boysenberry honey.
Yeah,
I could put that boysenberry honey on absolutely anything, and it will make everything better. I cannot imagine a thing it would not improve. So
I think this is a podcast episode waiting to happen.
Your salty to my sweet is, I feel, just different sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
You should have put the boysenberry jam into your chicken noodle soup. Oh, if you had gotten the chicken noodle soup, because it was delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
Oh, I know what restaurant you were at.
You trying to dig at me?
Yeah, the Mrs. Knott.
Yeah. We went there before going into Scary Farm. Did not quite realize we were going to get, like, way more food than we could really stomach.
I thought it would be like, you know...
I could stomach it.
Like, what is it? I thought it would be like what people say are 3-course meals, but... aren't really 3-course meals, but they gave you a good amount.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
More than you needed.
It's tasty stuff, too.
It was good.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that restaurant.
Yeah.
I think one of the highlights of my year for the spooky season has been one of the pig twins from the ghost town added me on my Creeping Wave
profile. Nice.
And I was like, yes. So I'm trying to set up an interview with that, but
cool.
This is like their busy season.
Yeah.
It's maybe not going to happen, but
that's the part that always caught me off guard when we were at Scary Farm. Like, I remember at one point I had walked by myself because I was trying to go to find a restroom. Yeah. And when I had gone out, I was walking by one of the workers who already saw me coming. Like, he was in costume. But I didn't know if he was just going to ignore me or just, like, actually try. Because I already saw him coming.
Yeah.
And I was by myself, so it would kind of be like, why would I bother this girl? But when he walked by, he did the pig snort. Like that. And I was just like, oh, God. It's still...
Like right in your ear?
Yeah, it still bothered me.
Like that one dude that had a full-on conversation with you while we were just...
Oh, yes. Pretzels. All right, so at Scary Farm.
Yeah.
Do you not remember?
Yeah. I remember him now.
At Scary Farm.
Him, didn't you?
No, I just sat there laughing real hard.
Oh, someone recorded. Was it Leland? I swear.
It might have been Leland. We're like 6 or 7 mazes deep. I think, was someone using the bathroom? Like, we stopped for a reason.
We stopped to get pretzels.
They wanted to enjoy their pretzel, and I sat down.
Yeah, Black Mike wanted a pretzel.
Was he like a scarecrow?
Black Mike.
Yeah, Black Mike.
Is there a white Mike?
No, there's Black Mike and Gay Mike.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Those are the mics.
So Steph and I are just sitting on this short little cobblestone wall, and we are like thick in the haunt zone of. I guess we're just close enough to the west because I think he had like a duster.
Yeah.
And he comes up and he leans in.
I keep trying to put it onto silent, and then it keeps coming back
That's
on.
all right.
I think there's a ghost in your house.
Ghost podcast.
I mean, that one ghost episode kept getting deleted.
2.
Oh, yeah, twice.
2 ghost podcasts I've never seen there.
They know it's time. Every October.
So we were just sitting there, and he just calmly approaches Steph, leans in, inches away from her ear.
Did you hear what he was saying?
I could hear, like,
vaguely.
Half.
Okay, so he goes, you have a pretty little face, and I was like, thanks. And then he was like, what is he? He was like,
he starts talking about your skin.
Yeah, he starts talking about my skin, how I have really nice skin, and I was like, yeah, I use good moisturizer. And then he was just like, what did he say? I was just like, you're not going to cut my face, are you? And he goes, no, I want your face in pristine condition for my collection. Aww. And I was just like, why, thank you, that's very nice of you. Just like, there was always someone who was trying to have a conversation with me, but I also don't know what to do when I'm like put on the spot, because something similar happened again when we were waiting in line for what we know as Red Barn.
Yeah. Okay.
The graveyard guy went up to me, and he was just like, hi, Smiley. And I was like, hi. And then he was just like, so you having fun? I sure am. Just, like very quick answers. But he just kept talking. And not in a bad way, but he was just like, you look like, you're smiling really good. You have a nice smile. And I was like, thank you. That was really nice of you to say. While I'm like turning, because I also don't know what to do. Yeah. But like,
it was the Curse of Calico Origins.
Yeah. Yes, that's the
okay,
one.
So it was this year.
Yeah, it was this year. Okay. He was talking to me, and I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, you having fun in your graveyard?
When this was happening.
My migraine was real bad.
You looked rough right there.
Yeah. They look for marks.
Oh, Steph is 100% a mark.
So they're looking. It's a happy medium, because you have to find someone who's going to be like, they're going to be responsive and playful about it, but they're not going to be like, what did you say to me?
Oh yeah.
I would like to
down
hope
the clown,
but they will also get a reaction. But this dude in your ear, Jordan, back me up. That was legitimate.
It was a while.
Yeah, no, it was
a minute of conversation.
Like real close. Just really liking my face. And I was just like, one of these moments, I don't know if it's just going to be like a...
His lips are going to graze your cheek.
A similar, something not even like of a horror thing, but I just had a very uncomfortable doctor's visit one time. And,
I don't know where this is going now.
Remember we were talking, I went there to get, like, it was an eye exam.
Okay, yeah.
And it's one of those old school eye exams where he has to get, like, the full-on lens and go right up to your eye. So he was just like, okay, just look straight. And here he comes from this view. He's just getting closer.
Steph's hand is slowly going closer to her face.
And closer. And he's like right here. That I'm just waiting for like the light tap of his lips to touch my cheek. Like,
you're real cute.
And I'd be like, okay. Now, I thought it was just me.
Yeah.
So I had recommended, because, the
patient.
I had recommended, because, like, I got my contacts, the lenses are pretty cheap, so I had recommended it to my other coworkers who need...
I like your irises.
who need glasses and stuff.
Aww.
And same thing happened to them.
Very cool.
They were like... They're like, yeah, he got real close. Yeah. And then my guy coworker, my guy coworker was like, yeah, man, he got real close.
This might just be his kink, though. He might have just gone into that line of work.
He was like I said, the lightest tap. I felt like if I had just went.
No,
he would have touched.
Like you can feel not his breath, but the wind created by the movement of his lips.
God, I could.
He is so close.
Yeah, he was in my bubble.
Now that's contrasted with this one time at the PlayStation Experience. I went to the Days Gone booth where they had a man dressed as a zombie hanging out of a truck. window.
As you do.
So I went to go take a selfie with him. So then he proceeds to make out with my ear.
Like, define make out.
Like, he's licking my ear.
Actually, he also got really close to Jordan's head that he started to, like, almost gnaw on it.
No, I had makeup on my face afterwards.
That's what I'm getting at. He was, like, gnawing on him, and when Jordan, like, left... There was his stage blood, like, on Jordan's face.
They did not sign the same contract that the not scariers are
Which is
signing.
interesting because, at the Days Gone booth, what he was trying to do was, it was more or less for that convention, I guess you could say, for the experience.
Yeah.
You have to take pictures of these QR codes to collect stuff. And the QR code is on the car. And what he would do is he would hang out the car and just kind of like playfully get his hand in the way. Like, But he got, like, Jordan pulled out his phone and asked for a picture, and that's when he got, like,
no. Like, he went all up on the side of my head.
I'm pretty sure you saw the video. I was
That's
like,
so
wow.
awesome, though. I'm really, like, my heart aches because I'm so jealous because I have, you guys can't see me, I kind of look like a mean school teacher is kind of what I look like. And so whenever, and I sound like one as well. But, and so.
Now that you say that.
Yeah.
I've always, so
like
not that it's a negative, but I'm always trying to figure out, like, what you really remind me of in a sense of, like, how you dress.
I'm like a female Snape.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I thought maybe more of, like a mysterious witch.
Right.
Kind of.
Yes, very witchy, very creepy. But when I go to places like that, people don't want to play with me because I also have that look. They'll be like, let me see your manager. Right now. I am not going to wait. That kind of thing.
This is not funny.
I feel like also, like, I've always been like a... Well, not always been, but, like, I've always kind of thought, too, that the vibe that I also get from you is also either mysterious, like, dominatrix?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Dama what?
Actually.
Dominatrix?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in
Dominatrix?
Yes.
Nope, said wrong again.
Dominatrix.
I was in a Digital Lizards of Doom music video recently, and I play a mean art teacher because it's my thing. And
because when you're typecast, but you still got to work.
And so I was playing kind of like this mean art teacher, but I had I couldn't find a pointer, so I brought a cane with me, like not the kind you walk with, but the kind you smack people on the behind with. And so I was pointing, and a couple scenes I keep turning to the camera and go like, ah, like that kind of thing. And I'm just having fun with it. But Gabe, who is one of the members of the band, there's Gabe and Gally, he said, one of my friends was like, oh, of course you know a dominatrix.
Okay,
and I was
so
like,
not the only one.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I have...
And I don't mean to say it in, like, any negative way.
No,
it's just, like, that's just the vibe I get.
You know, when I was younger, like, I ran from that. I was like, no, I want to be cute and perky. I want boys to like me. And then now I'm just...
I want to be gentle and bubbly and fun. Right. And later on you're like, nah, I want to be
fuck you up and you're going to like it.
Right. So now I'm like, I lean into it. I'm good with it.
No, I like it. It's awesome.
But, but you know, I have to try to project less of a angry school marm kind of vibe next time I go to. I'm going to Queen Mary's Dark Harbor, so I'm going to have to try.
Leland posted about that recently.
Yeah.
It looked cool.
So I
haven't gone there for the. I guess you could say for like Halloween time.
Oh yeah.
But I have done the tour.
Mm-hmm. Did you go to the pool?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I didn't know that because like I went with my dad and like my family, so it was like me, my grandma, my mom, and my dad. So we all went and my brother, and like we just thought it was like a nice. Like, I mean, it was nice. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. It was just like a nice, like fun.
Like the Midway tour.
I guess just like a jolly.
And then it takes a turn.
Yeah, just a jolly one, and then there was a part where we started to go into the boiler room.
Okay, yeah.
And then he started talking about how a lot of people died in the boiler room. And then he went to the pool. But when we did go to the pool, there was like a, what do you call it? I guess it's like, I don't know what the right term is. Well, there were special effects that happened.
Okay.
Because the pool started to flash with colors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh.
And then we had neon footprints walking into the shower.
And
I was just
came
like,
out?
Neat.
And I was just like, okay.
That's cool.
So I'm not as, like, freaked out. But when we started venturing, around the ship itself.
Following the tracks?
No. Like when we started venturing, like the whole tour is done and we're just walking.
Yeah.
I had 2 incidents happen. One, I had gone to the bathroom, which there was a line of people who had to use the restroom. Yeah. 2, when I was in the stall and got out, I was the only one left in the bathroom, and it was dead quiet. Wow. And I was just like, there was so many people here. Why am I alone? And then I remember my dad had ventured into one of the ballrooms.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was like, we opened the door and it was dark, but my dad just decided to keep walking in. And my dad stayed in there for like maybe 5 minutes.
Wow.
And came out and was just like, yeah, there's nothing there.
That's not your dad, Steph.
Oh, I know. It was a lot of little moments, but the one thing I remember the most is, at least when I went, and I think this was like back in 2006, 2007-ish, there was like notes, or there would be like little plaques in front of the room doors that said the sightings of the room.
That's cool.
So like, what is it? It would say like a phrase like, man woke up to old man reading a newspaper at the bedside table or whatever. Yeah. And I was just like, yeah, I can't stay here. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
Aww.
And then we took a bunch of pictures, and this is back when like nothing was really digitalized yet. I was still printing out pictures. Lots of orbs.
Oh,
and it bothered me because I took a lot of stairway pictures. Yeah. Lots of orbs. I was like, this can't be right. There's no light in here except for that. And I was just,
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah,
it was a fun experience.
You're surrounded by ghosts all the time. They just have skin over them.
It's true.
So the only thing that really bothers me about ghosts is I'm not a fan of people. Yeah. I'll say it right now. You guys are good. Present company accepted. But I mean, like, and so the idea of people who can, like, come into your room and just, like, hang out kind of horrifies me. Yeah. Because that's like waking up to my most annoying friend. To be like, so I want to go drinking and I need, like, a driver. And just,
I want to tell you about my dream.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
You know, Steph, if you really think about it, a skeleton is really just chewing your food.
Oh,
that's true.
The skeleton is chewing your food. That's true.
We're all just ghosts Jaegering a meat suit.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. Till this day, I still try to like separate things when it comes to like my thoughts of ghosts still surrounding me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay,
so you're trying to rationalize.
Yeah,
it sounds like. Yeah.
So every like,
so you're still afraid of ghosts.
Yes, I'm terrified.
Steph, that's what the song by
I ain't afraid
Rockwell.
no ghosts.
No, I'm terrified.
No,
I could honestly say I'm terrified.
No, I always feel like someone's watching me by Rockwell.
I always try to also like kind of like, because I'm not gonna lie. Like I really try to like think about it in my head, and that's kind of where I spiral sometimes, or like I'll really try to avoid or like not pay attention to it, I guess, but it's still like right there on the side of my head where I remember it. But it's a lot of the time where, like, example, okay, so my routine, I'll get home, right? Most of my roommates would have already been upstairs. I come home to a dark downstairs. Naturally, I turn on almost every light that I'm going to pass by and turn it off and turn on on the other one, turn the other one off as I go. So I basically have a pathway of light no matter what.
Then the ghost can follow you.
I
can see you too.
I still do the once I turn to where my stairway is, and I have to switch off the light so that now I'm looking at so now that I see like light up the whole stairway, I still glance over, still wondering if I will see some type of figure
at the bottom of the stairs.
No, looking at me from the living room.
Yeah, just around the corner.
Now, when I go upstairs is when I still wonder because as soon as I go up the stairs, I'm already going to my room to turn on the light.
Yeah.
Alexa, light on. And then my room is lit up. I now then walk over to the hallway to press the light to turn off the stair lights. And I'm looking at a dark, dark stairwell now, I guess you could say stairwell. And I always wonder if I'm, again, going to see a figure right at the bottom of the stairs. And it's always from that turn off to me turning to my door to close it is where I'm usually for a second terrified that something will grab me before I reach the light of my room.
And that crazy jittery type speed from like House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
Just like I always think about it. Like till this day, still think about it. And I almost always get very bothered seeing figures, like shadows cast on figures in my room. Like it will bug me to the point that I will turn on the light, fix it, then turn off the light, see if I'm comfortable, and then I'll go to sleep. It's my OCD again.
Yeah. No, I can relate
that's just
to that.
fear. Yeah.
I don't know if I talked about it on the last podcast. Did I talk about the peeking alien from Communion? So...
No.
I don't remember, at least.
So there's this movie called Communion, and it's based off the Whitley Strieber book where he is visited by those adorable little like things from Princess Mononoke. They're like these white little things with big black eyes, the gray aliens anyway. And so he's visited by these, and the puppets that they have are really cool looking. They don't hold up by today's standards, but they're really neat. But there's one scene where Christopher Walken, who plays Whitley Strieber, is just looking, and I think he's looking at his TV, and he's like, if you're there, show yourself. And it's behind the wall like this, and it kind of goes like...
Just kind of peeks around the corners for a second.
Like the creepiest scene, because you only get enough to where you're like... and I was
like that. It hurts my stomach.
Yeah. And I was so like afraid of that when I was a kid that I would like wet my bed so I didn't have to like go to the bath. And I was 9, so this was not acceptable.
Yeah.
I've
had a lot of horror stories, but go ahead.
But anytime there's like a door open and you can see into a dark hallway, but you see like the wall, I will see, like my eyes just create it for me. I will see that alien go... Like, and I mean, like,
wiggle finger.
I'm not really afraid of aliens as like an adult or anything like that. I'm just kind of like, if they come, that would be like exciting. It's better than going to work in the morning.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, we are all taking that day off, right?
Yeah, definitely.
When the aliens finally come, we're all taking that day off.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, boss, not coming in. Got probed.
Aliens. We're all just like the fucking meme dude, just aliens.
Yeah.
Podcast tomorrow? I don't know how that's going to go. You know?
Well, we got a podcast because we're going to have something really to talk about.
It's true.
Finally, something important.
This is really important. I can't discuss this. We need the microphones.
Jordan's like, got probed, can't come.
Yeah.
Also can't do the podcast.
God. I've always wondered that, too.
If you got probed?
No, just the whole alien thing.
Yeah.
To be honest, we had this discussion. Me and Jordan had told me something about aliens, right? About how it was denied.
Didn't we talk about it on the podcast before?
No, we talked about on the way up to Scary Farm.
And Jordan, I remember Jordan's response because he was like, I expected you to say more than that. Because I took it. I just accepted... Yeah, I'm not surprised because...
Not surprised at what?
That there would be aliens or life beyond here.
Okay.
It just seems odd for it to not...
Agreed. The universe
just feel like it's been so
insanely
big
huge.
And just how far it's gotten that they've always talked about aliens and aliens.
Yeah, what was the quote? It's like, I don't know which one's scarier, the fact that there's other life out there or the fact that there isn't. Like, which one's scarier?
Yeah. Well, yeah, if there isn't, it would be like, well, what do you expect?
This is just it?
Scary, desolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just it.
Yeah. That would make us the one creepy ghost town in the middle of the desert.
Yeah. Oh, but then you're discounting interdimensionals.
Oh,
true.
Yeah, there might be interdimensional beings.
I don't know. So. Again, it always gets me because it's just like, for someone to have that idea in the first place blows my mind that it could not exist.
Yeah.
Which idea?
Like
life on other
planets, or like
the
fact of different dimensions too. The fact that you could even think that another dimension could exist is kind of like, well, there's a reason for why you know that knowledge.
Yeah.
So I would just assume, yeah, it's a possibility.
There's a really good documentary called Fringe that you could watch. That is really talks about this topic a lot. Leonard Nimoy is part of it.
Oh.
Joshua Jackson.
This is my favorite episode of that.
Spock.
Yes, and Joshua Jackson's from Dawson's Creek.
Oh, yeah, Pasty.
Yeah, Pacey. Yeah.
Pacey.
Yeah.
I remember because he was the student that liked teachers.
That's right.
That's his trait.
And one day, the little girl from that would grow up to marry Maverick from Top Gun.
True.
Yeah.
Who was the little girl?
Katie Holmes?
There was the girl next door one, and then there was the
blonde one.
Yeah. And
Michelle Williams.
Yeah, Michelle Williams.
Oh, yeah, that is
That's
her.
Michelle Williams.
She's from this area. I used to do CYT, and we were never in a production together, but I met her a couple of times just in passing, like we didn't have extensive conversations or something. So it's kind of like, I remember thinking she was extremely beautiful at the time. She was like 10, 11 years old or something like that. But, it's always interesting when I see her. It's like, I've met you.
Seen you in the real person.
Yeah.
I've seen you walk.
Yeah.
Every time I think of Dawson's Creek and then Michelle Williams, I always think of, I really liked Michelle Williams until she cut her hair short. And then I was just like, Dawson doesn't even want you. Dawson wants Katie. Look at Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't like you guys together. I just want, what's his name? Vanderbeek.
James Vanderbeek.
Yeah. What happened to that boy?
I don't know. Last time I saw him, he was in
he does something.
He shows up in lots of random stuff.
The Bee in
Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23.
That was the last thing I've seen.
As himself.
The Bee.
I've seen a handful of episodes from the first season of that, and I'm like, he's playing himself as this real kind of like self-centered actor type.
It's funny.
I'm like, this is fun.
Yeah.
Like, you are just the right kind of level of, you were superstardom to fallen out of the limelight, but people still know who you are. Everyone still recognizes you. So it's something that you would be able to use as a weapon to get what you want.
So slightly above like an Eric Estrada or something like that.
Yeah, like Eric Estrada in like the early 90s.
Okay, yeah.
Like where he's still relevant enough that people will recognize him.
Yeah.
But long before, like, he's a tired, has-been that you would look down upon.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eric.
Yeah, who's Eric Estrada?
Oh,
Chips?
Punch from Chips. Oh, he's he was quite the heartthrob back in the day. But
Chips is supposed to be like
CHP.
California Highway Patrol.
Okay, I was gonna say Wilderness People, but
no.
Nope.
No.
Are you showing a picture of
Eric Estrada?
Yeah, that's Eric Estrada.
Is he familiar to you at all?
Is that current or is that old picture?
I don't know. She's touching stuff, so I don't know.
I'm trying to see what other things he's in.
Huh.
Chips?
I love the 80s on VH1.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But in that show Fringe you're talking about, there's one episode.
The documentary.
The documentary.
It's a docuseries, actually.
But there's one episode where this guy's going around collecting parts from a girl that he was in love with. I guess she became an organ donor, and then he reassembles her corpse and he makes it dance with all these like remote. He has like all this whole pulley system that he invented in his house because he intended to do this for quite a while. There's many years were put into the thought of reassembling his girlfriend, and he has like a whole audio, like a PA system and stuff like that. And I don't know.
Like a good ass Halloween episode.
It's amazing. I'll see if I can call it up on my phone for you. But there is, it's like for some reason it's like the most beautiful scene, but the most like horrific scene at the same time. It's really quite sublime.
Like conceptually horrific, but like Last Dance with Mary Jane music video.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
But don't look at me like that, you two.
Oh,
Tom Petty?
Yeah.
The only Mary Jane I know.
Last Dance with Mary Jane? One more time to kill the pain.
Mary Jane from Half Baked, but not Mary Jane.
Well.
Or there's something about Mary, but I don't know Mary Jane.
Oh, dear.
I actually watched Half Baked again recently, and I was still laughing.
Still good? I imagine that still holds up.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is, the human puppet scene from Fringe. Hopefully it's not somebody videotaping their VHS or something. So I don't... Oh, I probably shouldn't play it, should I? Because nobody's going to really be able to...
No one's going to see it.
Yeah. So
everybody YouTube Fringe, what's it called? Body dancing?
I think it's called the Human Puppet Ballerina.
Human Puppet Ballerina?
Yeah, so, but it's a fantastic
I don't remember
scene.
that episode.
Yeah, it was really, like, supplemental to the rest of... And honestly, like, if you think about it, if you're thinking it with your logical mind, you're like, you can't get Cornea's back and stuff like that. You won't be able to do this. And she looks beautiful. They get an actress to do her, and she wouldn't look like that if you like had to sew her skin back on from all the samples.
I feel like the the body itself would have decomposed too much to hold its own weight on wires.
Especially over the time it would take to construct this whole system to get your dancey. You just make get a real doll made of your girlfriend or something like that.
That's one thing I've honestly always kind of had issue with when it comes to Frankenstein. And this mostly pertains to like the Universal Monster Frankenstein and not necessarily the book, who's not all scarred up and grotesque in the beginning. Yeah. But like the concept of like, oh, I will make a man and I will put him together of these 7 other bodies. So I can, my purpose is to bring life back to the dead. Why would you bother putting all these other pieces together? It seems so pointless. Why would you cut the body open? Like, really, you just need to make sure whatever killed the person isn't going to kill him again.
Right.
And then...
like, just use the body that's already there. And
But how are you going to find a pristine body, though?
Well, they do that if you've watched the Sean Bean series, The Frankenstein Chronicles.
I've seen some of it.
Yeah, it's an excellent. It is slow, but I like it a lot. I like Sean Bean. Anyone old and British is kind of like
that's your jam.
That's my deal.
You got to type.
I got to type, and it's old and British.
Boromir from Lord of the Rings. Ned Stark from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not good with names.
Trevelyan from GoldenEye.
He's, have you seen The Hitcher? He's the Hitcher, so.
No, definitely not that.
Oh, the horror suspense Hitcher?
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember him.
What?
I've seen him in there.
What?
That's recently. That's the one where he's the Hitcher.
Yeah, he's the Hitcher.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
No.
He was a jerk.
Yeah, he was not a nice. He was not a nice.
Yeah, he looks mean.
He does look mean. That's why I'm attracted to him. I like men who look meaner than me.
No.
I remember I thought he was a punk because it was like, why don't you just die already? He didn't die at all.
That was the reference. That was the one that got her.
Yeah, but he's in.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, but apparently
Bill Goldberg from Black Christmas.
But in Frankenstein,
the old Hitcher or the new Hitcher?
The newer version of not the old.
Then I've seen because there's a part I remember where he goes, I think he says that his girlfriend's beautiful, and then says a comment to her, and then the next thing you know, they somehow kick him out of the car. I forgot.
Yeah,
something similar to that. And I was just like, why don't you just die?
Yeah.
He didn't die.
Yeah.
Jordan, Michael Jackson, Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean. Oh, the backtrack of Rocco. Somebody's watching.
Yeah. You know the guy that did the music from Sonic 3?
There you go. Is it 3 or 2?
It was 3.
3, okay.
Yeah. But they
Dumford out here to correct us.
But in the show, they instead of taking many corpses and assembling them, they use fetus magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That good old
obviously.
So you harvest fetuses, and I think it's sort of implied to be stem cells.
Yeah,
but
don't we just call that stem cell now?
It's the Victorian age, so it's fetus magic.
I prefer fetus magic.
Yeah.
That is more fun to say.
I mean, I think that's what they need to stick with, because if you put that on petition, are you in favor of fetus magic?
Yeah.
It's yes. Fetus magic research? Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Sean Bean.
We all knew who Sean Bean was.
I have to relate it to something I know to make it mine.
That's okay.
But what you knew was this tiny sliver of his career.
Yeah.
Compared to all the things he would be much better well known for.
Well, him as Ned Stark, I wouldn't.
The dude that gets his head cut off in the first season. Spoilers.
See, that was the very first season.
It sets off the entire show.
So much happened in Game of Thrones.
Boromir, in Lord of the Rings.
The one must not simply walk through...
the meme guy. The Lord of the Rings.
One does not simply whatever.
Mordor.
One does not simply whatever. That's the meme template.
Oh. I think I'm mixing that up with the Dos Equis guy.
Two different men.
Right?
Yeah.
Hold on, what is it? One does not simply...
But also, somehow similar.
See, they are. I'd probably date either. So,
not
simply.
Oh, my God.
I feel like I know exactly what you're talking about, but I gotta see it.
I feel this might not be a whole new layer of the Steph onion.
Oh!
But
I thought that was Kid Rock.
Oh, what? What? You thought Boromir from the meme. Everybody,
yeah, it was Kid Rock. I thought he was going like this.
God. Everybody, picture the Boromir "Do not walk into Mordor" meme in your head.
Yeah.
Steph thought that was Kid Rock making the OK symbol with his hand.
OK thing.
Oh my God!
And I was like, all right, dude. You know what?
What's Kid Rock got to do with Mordor?
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, I always thought it was just like Kid Rock in character.
What character?
I don't know.
Oh. Kid Rock has one character. Kid Rock.
Yeah, the asshole from Joe Dirt.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, he just really looked like Kid Rock.
I take back what I said 30 seconds ago. This is a whole new layer on Steph.
Hold on. Okay. Like,
now she's looking at Kid Rock.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Steph is showing us photos. She's trying to glance photos of Kid Rock to us now. And no, Kid Rock does not look like Sean Bean.
They both have long hair and they both have facial hair.
They both have faces.
They're a white guy with long hair and
whoa. She's saying white guys look alike? You saying all white guys look the same?
With long hair and facial hair, they might look similar to other guys with long hair and facial hair.
How long does the hair have to be?
Yes,
long enough to look like him.
You reach a critical point where you turn into Kid Rock to her eyes.
That's why. It's like this simply
that was
reminds me of
2001, I guess.
Yeah. Because I was imagining the guy. What's his name? Jim Beam? Sean Bean?
Jim Beam, yeah.
Jim Beam, the alcoholic. Sean Bean, the actor who dies in his movies.
Sean Bean.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was looking at Sean Bean's face, and then I was just picturing it with glasses, and I was like, that's Kid Rock.
And you're like, Baba-da-ba.
Yeah.
Well, you see, when they make the Kid Rock movie, if they don't cast Sean Bean, I'm going to be really disappointed.
When they do the 8 Mile rip-off of Kid Rock's story.
It just kind of gives me that vibe.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I always thought this was a joke.
I think I'm going crazy. I think Steph broke me.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I've always wondered that. Okay.
No.
It's like that time when
I'm glad this puzzle has finally been solved for you.
It's like that time when you didn't know who Eric Clapton was.
No, it's not that I didn't know who it was. I just kept saying the wrong names for Tears in Heaven, right?
Yes.
Was it Tears in Heaven or More Than Words?
Nope, that's
More Than
extreme.
Words is extreme.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tears in Heaven is
Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
What did I say at first? I said like 5 different names when I was saying it.
Peachy mode.
Oh, yeah, Peachy mode.
Oh, dear.
That's what it was. No one had to correct me. Even today, I just learned how to say analytics.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's when we're walking over here.
Because I've never had to say it.
Have you been saying analytics?
No, I've been saying, what did I say? I said Anal-tics.
Anal-tics?
I never finished it.
That's even better.
That's great.
No. I said Anal-tics. And Jordan was like, no. Now you're saying Anal-tics? And I was like, but I was saying anal. And I was like, oh, anal.
Yeah.
It depends on how you say it.
That's true.
But I was saying Anal-tics. Because I never had to say it. So today Jordan was just like, oh, something analytics. And I was like, I've never had to hear that. And then I thought about it, and I was like, hey, but I've never had to hear it or say it.
You work in an office.
I know. And recently, Outlook has been sending me analytics of emails. So I'll see it, and I'll be like, oh, Anal-tics. And then I'd just be like, oh, this is interesting. So it just gives
That's
me...
the name of this podcast, by the way.
So
Anal-tics? Yep.
What is it? It just gives me the, what is it? Like, I guess, like, the number or something to reference.
Analytics, how many people, like, who you email, how long.
Yeah. Gathered information.
So I was saying how, like, my emails now do that, where it's just like, this person sent you this email. This person's response time to you is, like, 70%.
You've received this many emails from this person.
So I was telling him that.
Now I know that Steph just tunes me on until she hears something she recognizes.
That's how you make it yours.
Yeah.
You got to relate it to something you know.
Well, that
is true. It's a learning experience.
Having worked in like the education profession for a little while, and I'm not anymore, but I would say that that's not as rare as you might think. I really had an issue with the word assess and my students.
Yeah.
And you can probably imagine where that goes.
Asses.
Yeah. And I'd be like, no, it's pronounced assess, assesses, he assesses. He doesn't asses and that kind of thing. And you try not to laugh because, for them, it's a very embarrassing kind of thing. It's
yeah.
Just to being little dicks.
Well,
hey, Steph, what's the thing that turns into a butterfly?
Caterpillar.
There you go.
Every time I get to the cup part is where I want to say caterpillar. But it's
no, she says caterpillar.
Honestly, that's just adorable.
Yeah.
That's just cute as
it
button.
comes out.
See, I thought you were going to say caterpie or something
no,
like that.
No.
But now that I've said it.
Yeah, now I'm going to have a hard time because I'm thinking about it.
Caterpillar?
Caterpillar.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caterpillar.
Get her done.
That is really cute.
Gonna get it. I know it.
Anal-tics or caterpillar?
Yeah. Anal-tics. Yeah, because I never had to say it. So
and the anal-tics of history.
Anal-tics. Yeah. No, but I had a
down in the annals of history.
Yeah.
She was just like when she was trying to have us teach things or like remember facts. I remember her specifically saying, you got to say something that's you have to say something that you will know to make it yours for you to remember it.
Like word
so
association.
a lot of the times when somebody's telling me something and I relate it to something else, that's how I make it mine because I'm just like, okay, now I know you're in this movie that I know. Even though there's all these other obvious movies that are out there, this is the one I know.
So you have an analogy-based memory system. Yeah, so that's good.
It's really odd.
I mean, it makes sense because I watched this episode of Explained on Netflix on memory, and they're talking to this one girl who's like the world champion of memory things. So they gave her like a sheet of 500 numbers, and she memorized the entire thing in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then she says she does it because she looks at it and creates a little story because humans remember information better if it's not numbers.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so 5, 4, 6. It's like, all right, 5 kind of looks like a S, so she relates it to a word.
Oh, well, not quite like anthropomorphic, but like giving numbers personalities.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. It's what was the word?
I can't think of the word. There's a word.
Mnemonics?
No,
not mnemonics. It was.
It's not numerics, right? Numerics is the numbers one.
Yeah.
That I remembered, and I can still write. Yeah. That was like 6th grade for me, 7th grade for me, where you would just write a letter of just numbers.
Oh, okay, cool.
And like, I used to write just in numbers all the time.
But anyway, she basically makes it. She makes a map in her memory palace.
Yeah.
And then that's how she is able to remember lots of information.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very nice.
Yeah, see? Just have to make it yours.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing at all.
Did you find out what it is?
I don't know. I'm trying to see if there's a single word for it.
I look it up on my phone, but it's been talking lately. It's been real chatty. So I have this problem. Like it senses something about my voice. Like it always thinks that I'm talking to it, and so I'll be in my car and I'll just be like singing, and it's like I don't understand.
You must be me.
So.
That's like my phone when I'm trying to like do anything.
Mnemonic devices. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Like what did I do last time?
Though?
A mnemonic device or memory device is any learning technique that aids information retention or retrieval.
Yeah, but I'm trying to find the specific. There's a specific term for people who kind of see numbers and.
Oh, that's a synesthete.
Yeah, synesthesia. No, that's seeing music.
It's anything. People who are synesthesic, their senses just cross.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Like Billie Eilish. She has synesthesia.
What's alopecia again? Sorry, I'm mixing stuff up.
Alopecia is when you don't grow hair.
Oh, sorry, that's the one. Wait, so what's the one with colors and food? What's the name?
Synesthesia.
Synesthesia. There you go. Alopecia.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
But you can have both at the same time.
Oh my God!
Steph is broken, Anthony.
I'm so sorry. Just breathe.
I can't Anthony anymore.
Aww.
Alopecia.
Wrong word. That's what I meant. Kind of.
I can't.
It's okay. Yeah. I need to remember that. I don't think I can.
He's trying to gather himself now. Just.
I was gonna say I do that. Numbers have like personalities, have kind of vague personalities to me, and that's something that always helped me with math for simple like addition and subtraction, like basic math stuff.
Yeah.
Is kind of having, and it's all stemmed from the 789 joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like all their personalities kind of broke off of that joke. My child mind kind of gave them all like reoccurring mannerisms.
So interesting.
Yeah, all I'm finding is ordinal linguistic personification, like what you have. And yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's I needed the time to recoup. Yeah. I had to go to a whole system reboot. Mm-hmm. I had an update I didn't know was waiting for me.
Oh yeah.
I am back and just in time. We're gonna bounce out of this before Steph drops another bomb on me.
I'm sorry, I can't think of anything else.
Don't.
I
can't handle it. I can't handle it, Steph.
You see what I deal with?
Oh.
I'm great.
Never a dull moment, though.
Yeah, see, that's good.
True. I'm definitely not boring.
You are not. You are not.
important.
And you are a delight.
Yes.
Nap.
Hi.
We've got Creeping Wave Radio coming back soon.
Should be coming. We're planning for a release on Halloween, hopefully, if we can negotiate everything. Anthony's going to be on it. Okay. Steph is going to be on it. Jordan, do you want to be on it? I can throw you in there.
It's okay.
Okay. But they're going to be on it. It's going to be cool. It's an audio drama. It's kind of like an old-timer radio show that we do, and it's been going. This is our third season right now, and so we're going on for 3 years. And then there's Umind, which is the podcast of the character Napoleon Doom, me, who basically runs a podcast out of hell, and they're interviewing all sorts of strange paranormal creatures, kind of weekly world news for the podcast. So you can check those both out if you check them out on Instagram. It's _mind_pod and creeping_wave_radio. And, that's...
on the social medias.
On the social medias, you can go to creepingwave.com or theumind.com, kind of follow for updates and stuff like that. And, if you Google us, you can usually find us pretty easily through there. So
I think you probably got good SEO with those two.
Yeah. We're pretty good. So,
and after you have subscribed to those podcasts, be sure that you are following us on our social medias, subscribing us to on our RSS feeder bases. Jordan?
Yes, sir.
Where do people find this podcast?
You can find us on
podcasts such as Creeping Wave Radio.
You can find us on such streaming platforms as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, what's the Stitcher? That's the one I couldn't think of.
Those are the ones that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Pocket one.
Pocket Cast?
Pocket Cast.
I don't know if
we don't know if we're there.
Okay.
Yeah. I have not done the work.
I mean, it's free now, so I could check.
I'll do it as soon as Steph posts the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Steph, what social medias can we be found at?
You can find us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. That's about it. Oh, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah.
We are not on Clout. We are not on Vero.
Stop bringing up Clout.
You brought it up a lot.
Bitch, you were talking all about Clout last podcast.
Okay, I wasn't talking about the app. I'm talking about the...
It's spelled the same.
It is spelled the same.
Yeah, C-L-O-U-T.
Yes.
Okay.
Gold star.
There you go.
Well done.
And if you have deep thoughts, if Steph, in fact, broke you as well, if you want to add to the list of ridiculous, the tome of foolishness.
I'm so looking forward to Ramon's replies to this podcast.
Ooh. Yeah,
sorry, Ramon.
Oh, dear.
Email us at lorcpodcast@gmail.com. Nap, any Nap things to follow?
Yeah, actually, this October 26th at Queen Bee's Arts and Cultural Center in North Park, we are going to be doing Horrorgasm, which is an art show celebrating the beauty of horror. I'm going to be putting some of my art there. It's going to be for sale. I draw a lot of weird, creepy art. If you want to go to lostbreadcomic.com, you can check out some of my creepy, creepy art. I'm going to be selling it there. We're also going to be doing a live reading, me and Mr. Scratch, the gentleman who you just heard calling through the phone. We're going to be doing a live reading of our characters from Creeping Wave and kind of introducing a new audience to that. And then the very next day, we're going to be at Gray Market. It's Gray Area Market and Alesmith Brewing Co., and we're going to be there, I believe it's 11 to 5. We're going to be there vending our art and talking about anything you guys want to come over to the table and talk about. You want to get there early because, like, I peter out really quick and I get more and more nasty. Well, maybe you're into that. So if you want the nasty nap, you come a little later. There you go.
There we go.
So, yeah.
I highly suggest getting a nasty nap on Twitter and Instagram. Lock those down.
Nasty nap.
Steph, if people want to find you on the internet, how do they do so?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Stephanoids. STEPHUHNOIDS.
Wow.
I got it.
Jordan, how you doing?
You can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear. Find me on Twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear because I'm going to start streaming again.
Cool. Yeah?
Also, you can find us on Pocket Casts.
Oh, neat.
You can find the League of Ridiculous Conversations, and you can find Creeping Wave on Pocket Casts.
There you go.
Nice. Thanks, Lipson.
Lipson, did we say that?
Yeah, I mean... Okay. And if you want to put my broken pieces together, find me at Graphite Night on the Twitter and Spooky Spookington on the Instagram.
I love that.
So until next week, I'm Anthony.
I'm Nap.
I'm Steph.
And I'm tired.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.